So welcome back to the stepping stone. So continuation of the last class, coordinate geometry. Now, so let us discuss few more problems. Now, see the first question. Plot the point P minus 6, 2 and from it draw PM and PN as perpendiculars to x-axis and y-axis respectively. Write the coordinates of the points M and N. Now, simultaneously do it. Now, where will be the point minus 6, 2? In which quadrant? Tell me all of you, in which quadrant minus 6, 2 will lie?
The second quadrant.
Why? Because x
Because
coordinate is
X
negative. And y coordinate is positive. Now, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Next, along positive 1, 2. So minus 6, comma. So this is the point P. Now, as per the question, what you have to do now? You have to draw PM perpendicular to x-axis. So PM and P N. So this is N along y-axis and M on x-axis. Now, tell me what the coordinates of M now?
Minus 6, 0.
Correct. Minus 6, 0. Why y coordinate is 0 is because the point is on x-axis. Next, what about coordinates of N?
0, 2.
Good. 0, 2. Because x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 2. Second problem. Plot the points A 1, 3, B minus 1, minus 1, C minus 2, minus 3 and check whether they are collinear or not. Now, tell me whether you know what is the meaning of collinear or not. When you will say the points are collinear, when you will say the points are collinear. So the definition of collinear points is if 3 or more points lie on the same straight line, then they are said to be collinear points. So when you join those points, you should get a straight line. Then only they are said to be a collinear. In case if you are not getting a straight line, then we say they are non-collinear points. Now, so plot these points in the coordinate plane and join all those 3 and check whether it lie on a line or not. So we are drawing the rough figure only. We are not doing on the graph paper. In the next class, you try to get the graph papers if it is available, so that you can do it on graph paper. Now, A 1, 3. Tell me A lies in which quadrant?
First quadrant.
First quadrant. So 1 unit and 3 units. So this is A. Put a dot and then draw a circle. Next, B -1 comma -1. Where it lie?
Third quadrant.
Third quadrant. Good. Next, C -2 comma -3. Where it lie?
Third quadrant.
Third quadrant. -2 minus. Now join these 3 points and check whether they lie on a straight line or not. So you take a scale and try to draw. Tell me, are the points are collinear or not? Are you getting a straight line? So because you are drawing a rough figure, so there is a chance that you may get a wrong answer also. Basically, they are straight line only.
Is it collinear?
Collinear only. So when you join, it will be like a straight line. So because it is a rough figure, so there is a chance that it can be wrong also. But you take a scale and check whether the points lie on a straight line and then draw. So because they lie on a same straight line, so the points are collinear. Try the next problem. Points A 5 comma 3, B -2 comma 3, and D 5 comma -4 are the 3 vertices of a square ABCD. Plot these points on a graph paper and hence find the coordinates of the vertex C. So here C is not given. So using the 3 points, you identify where should be the fourth point, that is the vertex C, such that when you join, it should form a square. Then after that, you write the coordinates of C. So the point A is 5 comma 3. So it lies in what? Which quadrant? First quadrant.
First quadrant.
So it says A. So 5 comma 3. Next, B -2 comma 3. In which quadrant?
Sir, in the second one.
Second quadrant. B -2 comma 3. Next, D 5 comma -4. In which quadrant?
The fourth.
Fourth quadrant. Now, so when you consider the order, it should be what? A, B, C, D. That means C must be in which quadrant?
Third quadrant.
Third quadrant. Correct. So this must be C. Now join. Now, what are the coordinates of C now?
-2 comma -4.
Correct. -2 comma -4. Suppose if it is asked area, tell me what is the area of this square? What is the area formula of a square?
So is it 49 units square?
That is side into side length. What is the side length here?
7 units.
Correct. 7 units. This length. Here it is 5 and here it is 2. So 7 units. So area will be what? 7 into 7. That is 49 square units. Next, fourth problem. Plot the points A 4, 1, -2, 1, C -3, -2, and D 3, -2. Name the figure ABCD and its find its area. Now, do it again in the same manner.
Sir, is it a triangle? No, it can't be.
4 vertices are there, no?
Yeah. Sir, it's a trapezium.
Check. Is it trapezium? Or specifically, what you can say?
Isosceles trapezium.
Sure, check properly. Now, A 4, 1. In which quadrant?
First.
This is A. Next, B -2, 1.
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant, B. C -3, -2.
Third quadrant.
Third
So is
quadrant.
it 24 square units?
Tell me the name of the figure first.
So is it a quadrilateral?
No specific name. It is a quadrilateral only, but specific name it is having. D 3, -2. So you have to join. So what's the shape of this figure when you join? Tell me. Are you drawing or not? What is the name of this figure? ABCD. It's a quadrilateral only. Specifically, it is a what?
Parallelogram.
Correct. Parallelogram. Parallelogram. It is a quadrilateral only, but you have to write the specific name. But now, is it trapezium? Is a parallelogram or not? Trapezium is not a parallelogram, but parallelogram is also a trapezium. But you should not say this is a trapezium, but you have to specifically you have to say a parallelogram only. Now, how to find its area now? What is the area of parallelogram? Base into height. Now, so identify what is the base length and identify what is the height. What is the base length?
Is it 6 units?
So 6.
Base is 6. Sure?
Yes, sir.
That is this length you have to measure. Or this length. Okay, 6. Height you check.
So is it?
So 4.
No. Is it 4?
Sir, is it 3?
No. Height means what? You have to draw some perpendicular. So you draw perpendicular. So from one of the vertex. So suppose if I draw perpendicular from here, then you extend this side length. So when I draw perpendicular, this length I should measure. Now, so above x-axis, how many units is there? Below x-axis, how many units is there?
Above this 1 unit.
1 unit. And below is
2.
2. So total length will become what? 3 units. That is 6 into 3. So 18. 18 square units. Because height you have to measure. Next, one more. Use the figure to write the coordinates of points A, B, C, D, and E. Name the figure ABCD and find its area. Name the figure ABE, find its area. Is area of figure ABCD twice the area of the figure ABE? What conclusion can you derive from the above result? Do it all of you. Name of the figure ABCD. Hitesh, tell me the name of the figure ABCD.
So parallelogram.
Good. So it is a parallelogram. Okay. Now, Yash, tell me the coordinates of A, B, C, D, E. Coordinates of A. Yash. Hitesh. Coordinates of A.
So 1, 1.
Good. Tell me coordinates of B.
4, 1.
Good. Coordinates of C.
5, 3.
Coordinates of D.
2, 3.
Coordinates of E.
3, 3.
Good. Tasvika, tell me how to find area now.
So now first we have to find the formula of parallelogram, like the areas, base into height.
Base
So,
into height.
First
Tell
we
me
need
base
to-
length.
Base length is 3.
Good. Why? Because here it is 4 is there, here 1 is there. So 4 minus 1, 3.
Yes,
What
sir.
about the height?
And the height is 2 units.
Correct. 2. So area
So
will
the
be
area is
6.
6 units.
Correct. 6 square units. Now, name the figure ABE.
So should I answer?
Yes. Okay. Tell me, Tasvika.
So it is a triangle.
Triangle. Now, how to find area of triangle?
So the formula is half into base into height.
Area of triangle ABE. So half into base into height.
The base length is the same, which is 3 units.
Correct.
And the height
So-
is also same, 2 units.
So
Two
how much
and
this
two
will be?
get cancelled
Gets
and
cancelled. It will
it's
be
3
3.
square units.
What about the third statement? Is the area of figure ABCD twice the area of the figure ABE or not?
So it's true.
It is true. Now, what is the conclusion here? What conclusion can you derive from the above result? So from the figure, you should be able to say the conclusion. Now, can I say that triangle and parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallel lines? So when a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallel lines, then area of the parallelogram will be always twice the area of the triangle because they are having the same base and between the same parallel lines. So always area of parallelogram will be twice the area of the triangle. So this is the result. That's the conclusion. Okay. So let us start another topic in under coordinate geometries, linear equation in 1 and 2 variables. Now, previously you have studied linear equation in 1 variable. So we'll try to recap that and then we'll continue. Now, So what is a linear equation in one variable, and how to find the solution of the linear equation, and what are the rules in solving an equation? So in earlier classes, we have learned that a linear equation in one variable x is of the form ax plus b equal to 0, where a and b are real numbers and a not equal to 0. So the value of x which satisfy the given linear equation is called its a solution or root. Now, so the linear equation is ax plus b equal to 0. Now, when you want to find the solution, so take constant term to the right side. So when you are taking constant term to the right side, the sign will get changed. So ax equal to minus b. And when you are dividing, so divide with a because a not equal to 0. So x equal to minus b by a. So x equal to minus b by a is the solution of the linear equation. Tell me the solution of this equation. 2x minus 5 equal to 3.
So x is equal to 4.
Correct. So what you have to do here, 2x equal to what? 3 plus 5. Now, that means on both sides, we are adding a constant to 5. That means here I am adding 5, here also adding 5. So when I add any number to both sides of the equation remains the same only. That is, solution will not get affected when I add or subtract on both sides. Now here 5 gets cancelled. That means 2x equal to 3 plus 5, which is 8. Now 2x equal to 8. So divide with the same number on both sides. So divide with the 2, which is a non-zero number. Now 2 gets cancelled. So here 2 4. So x equal to 4. That means for any equation, either you can add or subtract on both sides, or even you can divide on both sides with a non-zero number. Those are the rules. So this is what you know before. So while solving an equation, you must always keep the following points in mind. The solution of a linear equation is not affected when the same number is added to or subtracted from both sides of the equation. You multiply or divide both the sides of the equation by the same non-zero number. Let us take one more example. 3x plus 2 equal to 1 minus 4x. Now solve this equation and tell me the solution.
X equal to minus 1 by 7.
Correct. Good. So here you group the x terms one side. And here 3x is there, here right side minus 4x is there. So if I want to bring this to the left side, means I should add 4x to the both sides. So when I'm adding 4x to both sides, so it becomes 7x plus 2 equal to 1 minus 4x plus 4x gets cancelled, get 1. Now you have to take this constant to the right side, means I should subtract the 2 from both sides. Then it will become 7x equal to 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. So x equal to minus 1 by 7. Let us take another example. X by 3 plus 2 by 4. Let us say 2 by 4. Let us say 2 by 5 equal to 1 minus x. Solve this equation and tell me the solution. Now, so let us take LCM here. What is the LCM of 3 and 5?
15.
15. So the numerator will become now what? 5x
5x.
plus 6 equal to 1 minus x. Now cross multiply. So 5x plus 6 equal to 15 into 1 minus x. Now remember, when you are cross multiplying, you should write in bracket. Otherwise, there is a chance that you will mistake that 15 you will multiply with only one rather than both the terms. So if you write in bracket, so that you will multiply to both the terms. So 5x plus 6 equal to 15 minus 15x. Now take 15x to the left side. So it becomes how much? 20x equal to 15 minus 6, 9. So x equal to 9 by 20. I think both of you got the same answer.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let us discuss linear equation in two variables and how to find the solution. Let us now consider the following situation. In a one-day international cricket match between India and Sri Lanka played in Nagpur, two Indian batsmen together scored 176 runs. Express this information in the form of an equation. Here we can see that the score of neither of them is known. That is, there are two unknown quantities. Let us use x and y to denote them. So the number of runs scored by one of the batsmen is x and the number of runs scored by the other is y. Then we can write the equation as x plus y equal to 176, which is the required equation. Now, what is the general form of the linear equation in two variables? So, an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a comma b comma c are real numbers such that a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0 is called a linear equation in two variables x and y. Now, here if any one of the variable coefficient becomes 0, then it becomes a linear equation in one variable. Suppose if b equal to 0, then it will become what? Ax plus c equal to 0, which is a linear equation. Okay. So this will be the general form. That's why the coefficient of x and coefficient of y must be not equal to 0. Now, examples. Each of the equations. So 2x plus 3y minus 12 equals 0, 4x minus y plus 5 equals 0, and root 2x minus root 3y minus 9 equals 0 is a linear equation in two variables x and y. Let us discuss few problems now. Write each of the following equations in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0 and indicate the values of a comma b comma c in each case. That means right side should be equal to 0 and all the terms must be in the left side only. After that, I write what is the coefficient of x, coefficient of y and constant term. Now, let us discuss the first one. 3 equal to 2x plus y. Now, either you can take 3 to the right side or 2x plus y to the left side. So, instead of taking 3 to the right side, no, let us take 3 to the right side. Then what it will be now? 2x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Now you compare this equation with ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now tell me what is the value of a, what is the value of b and what is the value of c. What is a equal to?
2.
2. And b equal to?
1.
1. And c equal to?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. Correct. Suppose if I am taken to the left side all the terms, then it will be what? 3 minus 2x minus y equal to 0. Now tell me in this case what are the values of a, b, c? A equal to what?
So is it 3?
No, a equal to minus 2. Coefficient of x only. A equal to minus 2. What about b?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. And c? 3. Now whether you write this answers and this answer, both are same only. Now if you observe, the signs are opposite. Here minus 2, minus 1, 3. Here 2, 1 and minus 3. Because of the equation, you can multiply with the minus 1 on both sides. Then you will get 1 from the other. Now, for the second one. Suppose if I take 5y to the left side and then tell me what the values of ABC. What is A equal to?
3
3. B equal to?
-5
And
-8
C equal to? Correct.
-8.
Now, I will ask you specifically now. Third problem. X equal to 4y. Now, Hitesh, tell me how to write this first. X minus 4y equal to 0. I am taking left side 4y. Now, tell me what the values of ABC now. Hitesh. A equal to how much?
Hello. Sir, A is equal to X.
Coefficient of X. Mute it. A equal to how much? Coefficient of X. If nothing is there means what? It is 1.
1
B equal to how much?
-4
And C equal to?
0
0. When constant is not there means you have to consider as a 0. Now here either you can take LCM and simplify or directly also you can write. So instead of writing directly the coefficients, let us simplify and arrange in this form. Now when you want to simplify, you have to take LCM. But the LCM 6. So the numerator will be what? 2x
minus
minus
3x
3y equal to how much?
3y.
When I cross multiply?
equal to 30.
30. Now bring left side. 2x minus 3y minus 30 equal to 0. Now, so tell me the values of ABC now.
A equal to 2, B equal to -3, and C equal to -30.
Correct. A equal to 2, B equal to -3, and C equal to -30. Now, without simplifying, suppose if I write without simplifying, still you can able to write the values of ABC. By taking 5 to the left side, you can write the values of ABC. Now tell me in that case what are the values of ABC without simplifying. What is A equal to? Coefficient of X. 1 upon
1.
3. No,
Yeah.
1 by 3. Because 1 by 3 into X. But the coefficient
Yes,
of
sir.
Y. B equal
-1
to.
by 2.
Correct. And what about C?
So it's -5.
Minus 1. Okay. So whether you write these values or previous values, both are correct only. But usually when you will find in the books, they will be simplified. After that, the values will be written. But it is correct only. It's not wrong. Without simplifying also, you can write. Now, 4x, 4y minus 3 equal to root 2x.
Sir, is A equal to -√2, B equal to 4, and C equal to -3.
Correct. Now, last equation. A equal to.
So A equal to pi,
Hmm.
B equal to 1,
B equal to.
and C
C
equal
equal
to
to.
-6.
Good. Few more. Write each of the following as an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and write the values of a, b, c in each case. So how to write x equal to -3 in this form?
Sir, X plus 3 is equal to 0.
So 1 into x plus 0 into y plus 3 equal to 0. Like this you need to write. Now tell me what are ABC now? A equal to.
A equal to 1, B equal to 0,
B equal to 0 and C equal to 3. Now, second one. Tell me how to write
Sir,
in this form.
A equal to 0.
First you tell me the form.
Yes, sir.
0 into X plus 1 into Y minus
0
5
into x
5 equal
plus
to
1
0.
into y minus 5
5 is
equal to 0. Now you tell me ABC values. A equal to
A
0.
equal to 0, B equal to
equal to
1,
1.
C equal to minus 5.
Now you tell me directly this without writing in this form. In this form, you tell me directly what is A, what is B, what is
Sir,
C.
A
equal
equal
to.
to 3,
Hmm.
B
B
equal
equal
to
to
0, and C
0,
equal
3
to
equal
minus
to
2.
minus 2.
Correct, good. Now without writing again. A equal to.
Sir, A
A
equal
equal
to
to
0,
0,
B
B is
equal
equal
to
to
5,
5, C equal
C
to
equal to
minus 4.
4. Yeah,
Very
minus
good.
4.
Now, how to find the solution? So solution of a linear equation. So let ax plus by plus c equals 0 be a given linear equation in two variables x and y. Then a pair of values, one for x and one for y, which satisfy the given equation is called its a solution. That is, when I substitute x equal to some number and y equal some number, it should satisfy the entire equation. Means left side value should be 0 because right side is 0. That is, if x equal to alpha and y equal to beta satisfy the equation ax plus by plus c equals 0, then we say that the ordered pair alpha comma beta is its solution. Now, example, show that x equal to 3 and y equal to 2 is the solution of the linear equation 2x plus 3y equal to 12. That means when you have to substitute x equal to 3 and y equal to 2 in the left side and show that both the values are equal, left side and right side. Now, for the left hand side, 2x plus 3y. That is 2 into x equal to how much? 3 plus 3 into y equal to how much? 2. Now simplify. 2 into 3, 6 plus 6, which is 12, which is same as what? Right hand side. So you can conclude that x equal to 3, y equal to 2 is the solution. Now, let us take another example. 2x minus y equal to 1. Now tell me x equal to 3, y equal to 2 is a solution or not?
No, sir.
Now, that is when I substitute it in the left side, what the value you are going to get?
So you're gonna get 4.
So 2 into 3, 6 minus 2, 4, which is not equal to 1. That means x equal to 3, y equal to 2 is not a solution. So how many solutions you can find for such type of linear equations in two variables? Tell me.
So 2.
Only 2.
I'm not sure, sir.
You can have infinite solutions. Now, why infinite solution is you can substitute some value of x and you can calculate the value of y. So that's why you will get infinite solution. Now, let us try for the same example, 2x plus 3y equal to 12. Now, suppose if I substitute x equal to 0, tell me what the value of y I will get. In this
That should be
equation,
12. No,
when
no,
x
it
is
won't.
0, y equal to how much?
So it should be 4.
Correct. That means, can I say now 0, 4 is a solution to this equation or not?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I fix x equal to minus 1, tell me what could be the value of y. That is basically you are substituting x value in this equation and you are solving the equation. It becomes a linear equation now when x equal to minus 1. So how much it will be? Y value. How much? 14 upon 3. Because it is minus 2. Minus 2 when I take right side becomes plus 2. That is 14 by 3. Now let us, that means this is the one more solution. Like this, you can find infinite solution. Now let us find one more. Suppose if I take y equal to 0 in this equation,
X will
tell
be
me what
equal
about
to
x
6.
value?
Six.
X equal to 6. That is, whenever it is asked to find the solutions, what you do is you fix one of the variable and calculate the other variable and list out the solutions. Now, check which of the following are solutions of the equation x minus 2y equal to 4 and which are not. Now, tell me 2 comma 0. Is it satisfy the equation or not?
No, sir.
No. 0 comma minus 2.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Good. 4 root 2 comma root 2. You substitute here. So when I substitute x equal to 4 root 2, so it is 4 root 2 minus 2y. That is
So no.
2y, 2 into root 2, that is 2 root 2. What is 4 root 2 minus 2 root 2 value?
2 root 2.
2 root 2, which is not equal to 4. That means this is also not a solution. What about fourth one? 4 comma 0.
Sir, it's
No.
oh,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. It's a
It is a solution because 4, this will be 4 and this is 0, so equal to 4. Now, find 6 different solutions of the equation x plus 2y equal to 6. That means what? We need to fix one of the variable and find the value of another variable. Now, let us draw some tabular form. Now, which variable you want to fix? X or y?
I will take X.
Okay, so if you want to fix x, let us write x and let us calculate y. Now, fix some numbers. Let us fix 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and calculate the y values. Now, not necessary that you have to take these values only. You can take any values. Okay. Now, when x is 0, tell me what is the value of y?
So it is 3.
3. Next, when x equal to 1, what is the value of y?
It's 5 by 2.
When x equal to 2, what is the value of y?
Sir, 2.
Correct. When x equal to minus 1, what is the value of y?
Seven by 2.
Good. When x equal to minus 2, what is the value of y?
Sir, 4.
4.
Good. When x equal to minus 3, what is the value of y?
9 by 2.
9 by 2.
Good. Now, like this, you can find infinite solution. Not necessary that you have to fix x values only. Even you can fix y value and you can calculate. Now, let us do one. Now, let us take y equal to 0. Tell me what is the value of x.
6.
Now, let us take y equal to minus 1. Tell me what is the value of x.
8.
8.
Correct. When y is minus 2, what is the value of x?
10.
10. Correct. Okay, like this, you can write infinite solutions. Now, if x equal to 2 and y equal to 1 is a solution of the equation 2x plus 3y equal to k, find the value of k. Now, tell me what the value of k will be.
7.
Correct. Just you substitute x and y in this. So when you substitute x equal to 2, this will become 4. And when you substitute y equal to 1, this will become 3. So 4 plus 3, 7. Because it is given x equal to y equal to 1 is a solution of the equation. Now, next, in the same manner, if x equal to 2k minus 1 and y equal to k is a solution of the equation, find the value of k. Now, do it and tell me now.
So k is equal to 10.
No. Is it same? Now, let us see. So 3 into x, 2k minus 1. You have to write in bracket. You have to be very careful. Minus 5 into y, k, minus 7 equal to 0. So 3 into 2, 6k, minus 3, minus 5k, minus 7 equal to 0. That is 6k minus 5k, k, minus 3, minus 7, minus 10 equal to 0. That is k equal to 10. Good. That means it is correct. So with this, we'll stop this class. So in the next class, we will discuss how to plot the linear equation in one variable, linear equation in two variables, okay, on the graph paper. So you try to get the graph sheets so that we can discuss in the graph paper, okay. So we can stop now.